Hello from me, Lazarus. Welcome to the next lesson in the course on creating a website from scratch. Last time we finished with the standard course, which was related to these lessons. And now we will move on to the chapters about CSS, which are not uploaded to the site. That is, they are only included in the book, but not included in the free version. We start with chapter 9 here, or chapter 28 in the book, when we open the PDF file. We're going to look at a few different types of designs, based on the size of the site. Here they are. First is the fixed design. We'll start with that. This is the first design that was created in the early internet, working in pixels, because back then it was a convenient and easy way to develop. As an example, we will use the two-column layout that we have already looked at in previous chapters of the book, but we will place all the other blocks into a single block called container, which will be 960 wide pixels, as was done earlier for monitors with a resolution of 1024 by 768 pixels. And when I started working with HTML and CSS, then the usual resolution was 800 by 600 pixels. And then the width was 760 pixels. And for the height of the block now we will set to 760 pixels. We will center it horizontally with the code margin, 0 auto. We will also remove the indentation from the document and the body of the document. The code in the head section for this purpose is as follows, and the code in the body of the HTML document would have previously looked like this, when we used div blocks with IDs. So, but now in HTML5 we said, we're going to use semantic tags, so we're not going to write these wildcards. And the div will only have the ID container, the general one, and these will be with the semantic tags, header, nav, side, main and footer. So, and the code, the rest of the code in the head of the HTML document, because here we will not use a separate CSS file, it will be as follows. We set the dimensions, that is we set the background color and height of the header, aside, like here, to fit aside and main next to each other we use float left. So is the footer. Here I have explained that we set different colors and sizes. We calculate the dimensions so that they match the height and width of the parent block, the container. And for the header, nav, and footer blocks, it makes no sense to set a width, because they are block elements and will take up all the possible space. I already talked about aside and main, and in the footer we'll write clear both, to clear float. And this is what we'll see in the browser. That's all on the first option and on this lesson. Best regards.